Yeah. Okay.
Good evening. My name is Alfonso.
It's RT.
And we are Can't Argue With That.
Can't argue with that.
Welcome back. Often imitated, never duplicated.
Never duplicated, bro. We gotta hit him with the patented.
Oh, yeah.
Stack. Yeah, put them on, man. Hit him with the paper stack.
You see that?
All right.
I ain't gonna show that.
All right. Hey. It's too soon. All right.
I can show that, man.
We're gonna jump right into this thing.
Yes, sir.
We've got a huge game tonight.
Yes, sir.
Game 6.
As a matter of fact,
yeah.
we have huge games on the cusp.
Huge game.
It's
a huge weekend.
2 Game 7s.
2 Game 7s.
Possibly a third.
Possibly a third.
So let's break up with this, though.
That's right.
First and foremost, tonight we have the Rockets versus those good old-fashioned everyone favorites.
Defending champion Warriors.
Golden State with the unanimous MVP.
Right.
2-time.
2 times. Right.
So let's go. Let's break it open. So we got the Warriors leading the series 3-2.
Yeah.
The Rockets are at home.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about the injury that was suffered the other day.
Who was hurt?
That 7-foot guy.
7 foot?
Yeah. The man.
So what you're telling me is
shooter.
they're going back to when they were 73-9 and prior to being loaded up?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, and guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I went ahead and, I put little polls around on the page.
Okay.
Can't argue with that. Follow it if you don't. Obviously, if you're watching it, you do, though. But anyway, can't argue with that.
Right.
Has a poll.
Right.
Golden State Warriors versus Houston Rockets.
Right.
11 people voted for the Golden State Warriors.
Wow.
And only one person voted for, or the 2 people voted for the Houston Rockets.
So no one has faith that Houston's going to pull it off tonight is what you're telling me? No one has
Let's give them props because they're the only people who want to stand on their own.
Okay.
So let's give props to Antoine Cartwright, my dog Twan. Yes, sir. Okay. And let's give props to my boy, Jersey Boy Gasson. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But and then everyone else voted for Golden State.
Golden State, clearly.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, what is your prediction? No. First of all, I gotta ask you.
Huh?
The Rockets have put a lot into this notion that they would have won last year had Chris Paul not gotten injured and pulled his hammy like he does every year. But anyways,
every year.
They even sent the NBA a 500-page document telling them that the refs missed 27 calls?
Exactly.
In Game 7?
Exactly.
And had they gotten those calls, they would have won something like that?
Yep.
How about this? This is what I do know that happened in Game 7 last year. They missed 27 consecutive threes.
27.
They missed 27 in a row, bro. You cannot make this up.
Good Lord, that's a lot of.
Good Lord, that's a lot of jumpies just broken.
Exactly.
But
you know the crazy thing about it is, and it's been revamped over and over on ESPN and FS1. But I noticed this on the game. Like I was like, James Harden is tired. He is tired in the fourth quarter after Kevin Durant was hurt.
It's tired
because they rotate more, they screen more, and they rely on Steve Kerr more. You know what I mean? Because they didn't rely on Steve Kerr much. Because all he had to do is just say, "Hey, if y'all get in trouble and there's less than 10 seconds on the clock, just pass the KD."
Right.
But now they're cutting, screening, they're looking beautiful.
Ball is moving around. Exactly. We gotta chase.
Chris Paul's tired. He's probably gonna get hurt.
Whoa! It's not Chris Paul's tired. He's just old, bro. He's just at some point you just get a little older, you know.
True.
But so my question is to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the Rockets are going to pull it off tonight?
Man, I didn't vote today.
Which is why the people want to know now. Live. Tell them.
I'm going to go with my heart, and I'm going to go with Rockets.
Okay.
Because after I saw that fourth quarter, I was like, oh. You know what I mean? Didn't you get that feeling? They can't do that. They still can.
So the reason why, all right, I'm hoping the Rockets win because I'm tired of the Warriors.
Exactly.
And my confidence level is like 51% Rockets.
Yeah.
Because I watched like it's little small things that happened in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harden drove the lane, kicked it out to Tucker for 3, and he hit the 3.
Yeah.
But his foot was out. It was like little small things. Like,
Exactly.
come on, man.
Shout out to Calvin.
Like,
Can't argue with that veteran.
Calvin.
Appreciate you, Baba.
Calvin.
Appreciate you,
Right,
Baba.
right.
And Justin Ransom, what's up, Baba? How you doing?
Yo,
How
what's going on?
you doing? My bad. I didn't cut you off.
So it's always like little small things to let you know. Can this team really do it? Can they really win when it really counts?
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So let's cut all this BS and all the shenanigans.
Okay.
Is this the Warriors' last stand?
Yes, without a doubt, this is the Warriors' last stand.
You're just saying that because everyone's leaving next year because they can't retain everyone.
I truly think they can bring everyone back. I don't think everyone's coming back. I think that Kevin Durant's gone because of the fact that he doesn't seem to be happy ever with whatever's going on. He wasn't happy with Russ. He's not happy with Curry. Like, it's a funny thing. I don't really know what to make of that. So I don't really know what the guy wants.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly, and
what's going on, BJ? Shout out to BJ.
And there's a lot of people that say that the Warriors are still that team, but keep in mind that those championships were 4 years ago when they first started winning championships, right? They're not as deep, and the rest of the teams in the league have gotten a lot better.
Yeah, because in pursuit of the Golden State Warriors,
they're like we now have to load up and we have to.
What's going on, Leroy?
Yo. So it's one of those things where like the rest of the league has stocked up and come up and all these things.
In pursuit of the team.
Pursuit of the team, right?
That's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Right. So that, and I mean, it's just, there's a reason why all of these teams broke up. The Lakers, Shaq and Kobe broke up. Jordan broke. When Jordan left, Pippen left, Robin left, Kukoc left. Like everybody left. Like
old school basketball players. Old school basketball watchers. Remember this. Y'all remember when Phil Jackson rode off on his Harley? Y'all remember that? You remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that. I was so emotional about that. Man, I used to love Jordan, man.
Right.
Like, that's why you're never gonna get me on LeBron's side.
Right.
As simple as that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But so, what's going on next? So, yeah. So I gotta ask you this question right here.
Ask away.
So the key is, we know Chris Paul's legacy is basically in the dumps. But
tell me how you really feel.
I'm just saying.
Tell me how you really feel.
But is James Harden's legacy in question?
On the line tonight? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is on the line tonight.
Even if he gets MVP this year.
On the line. No one cares. Like we've literally seen him, do the 30 points and 10 assists the year that Russ won his first MVP when he had a triple-double. Mm-hmm. Then you see Harden this year, 36 points per game. So essentially the playoffs are just, can you do what you did during the regular season? James Harden scored 36 points per game during the regular season. He's not scoring 36 points per game during the postseason. That's all it is about. Like, think about who's struggling. Why do people struggle? You're not doing what you did during the regular season. Exactly. Right? So, but one of the big things though when it comes to James Harden, Harden's had a lot of strange games. Mm-hmm. If you go back a few years ago in Game 6 when the Rockets played the Spurs and Kawhi didn't play, Tony Parker didn't play.
Yep.
And that was the game where
Ginobili didn't play, did he?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I don't know.
I remember.
I don't really know how good he was.
Three of them were out there.
But I don't know how good he was. He was like 45 years old. But
he's still Ginobili.
But Harden scored like 10 points, 2 of 11, only 11 shots. Guys shoots 30 times a game, but in Game 6 with no Kawhi guarding him, he shoots 11 times, only hit 2 shots, and that was a game where we were wondering if he had a concussion, if he was hungover. Like, we needed to know what it is exactly that was going on. So
what's going on, Keisha? What's going on, Nikki?
So it's really just one of those things where he has to show up tonight. If he doesn't show up tonight, no one's gonna care about his dribble, step back, or 36 points, or when Chris Paul and Capella are out 45 points in like 20 straight games. It doesn't matter because when the playoffs, when we need it, you're not doing those things that you did. So, I mean, and as much as we could say it's on Chris Paul, well, Chris Paul's been hurt for like 6 straight playoffs. So I don't really know. Once the man show you what he is, like, just doing the same old. And he's like 35 now. Like, I don't really know what you want him to do.
Yeah, so, I haven't seen a State Farm commercial in a while either.
You trust that we will be seeing them tonight. We'll be seeing Chris and Cliff tonight. Cliff and Chris will definitely be showing up tonight.
Well, it's Cliff and Chris are twins, so they're the same age. So you're not getting any youth from getting Cliff.
No.
All right. Yeah. So one more question for you. So basically, who's the favorite to win the chip?
So prior to the playoff starting and watching any playoff games, I posed the question to our page, Warriors or the field, and I said the field.
Mikey.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Cali Mike watching.
What up, Mike? So I'm still going with the field. More specifically, going with that boy from the 843 and that boy from Greece.
Greece, African parents, but he's from Greece.
Right, right. He's got a lot going on, you know. But that boy is something serious.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Although, as a side note, since you brought him up, you see that boy showing out in the playoffs, right?
Oh yes.
And you do see that it's a contract year, right?
Exactly.
See that boy about to get paid.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Everybody from Charleston is money hungry. Yeah. I'm just gonna say that. I know it sounds closed-minded, it sounds maybe a little ignorant, but everybody from Charleston is about their paper.
Look, all I'm saying is when you see Chris get that max contract, I just don't want it to come as a surprise or shock.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with the audience. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Okay, so we lived in Chris's neighborhood for all of our lives, most of our lives. So you came to my house to watch the draft with me.
Oh yeah.
And I guess we got a little tipsy.
Yeah, we tried to go celebrate it.
And we walked all the way to this man's house.
And he wasn't there.
To celebrate with his family. But
he wasn't there.
Nobody was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
But it's okay though, man. We're still happy for you and we just want you to be successful.
And we preceded it with we were tipsy.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
What's going on, man? Go.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, I got you.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think is going to win the chip? I think that you had the Warriors, no?
No.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
On episode 1 of this year, I told you the Bucks.
The Bucks? Okay.
Yes, I told you specifically the Bucks. I told you the Bucks versus the Warriors, and I picked the Bucks.
All right.
In the beginning, go ahead and look at the old episode. Matter of fact, I'll post it. I'm gonna post the old episode for y'all.
So you are going to stick with your choice.
What's going on, Miss Stevens?
So you were going to stick with your choice of the Bucks.
Yes, sir. All right. Most definitely.
Bucks. Okay. Bucks.
Yes, sir. And Chris is showing out more than I actually thought. He's being more aggressive. I'm liking his game. Like, remember what I told you? I was like, Chris would be a little more aggressive.
I don't know if you realize this, but he showed out in the playoffs last year versus Celtics.
Yes, I remember that.
And he hit the game winning shot last year in the playoffs too, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So we've touched on that. Mm-hmm. Also. Oh, sorry. There's one.
What's going on, John Mill?
One more thing I want to touch on this Rockets versus Warriors.
Yes, sir.
For those of you,
we will come back to it at the end.
All right. But for those of you thinking that this Warriors not winning chip, if Kevin Durant is injured, is tainted, I want you to think about it. Realize all 3 of the Warriors championships came because of injury, right?
Oh, shoot.
First championship.
You gonna do them like that?
First championship. Kyrie, out. Kevin Love, out. Second championship they won. Kawhi was giving them the business. They was up 23 points. When Zaza foot, Kawhi landed. Like, what's our dude? Thanos snap. Hey, just like Thanos snap, the Warriors came back as soon as Kawhi was out. Yeah. Then last year, Rockets up 3-2. Chris Paul hurt. Warriors come back. It's amazing how it sort of always worked in the Warriors' favor.
I've never heard that before.
I've
never heard that before.
Until
remember I made fun of you for taking people's argument? I've never heard the argument before in my life.
Facts are facts.
Whoa, okay.
Facts are facts.
Thank you, Skill. I mean, Shannon.
Hey,
you share with them picks now.
You know. Facts is facts.
Man.
Facts is facts.
Yes,
now let's move on to the Eastern Conference.
All right.
There's a guy who's up in the 6 is what they call it.
Oh, Drake.
With the fresh cornrows.
No one wears cornrows anymore.
Kawhi.
Oh.
Kawhi.
That do it? I didn't do it.
No. All right, so people know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that can happen during this playoff run for Kawhi to want to stay with Toronto Raptors?
Most definitely.
What can possibly happen?
I don't think he's that unhappy because he's just that weird of a guy to where, I mean, and Canada's great from what I understand. Like Jerome, shout out to Jerome. Jerome wanted me to come up there a few times, and I was amazed.
Shout out to Tundy too.
Tundy and Jerome.
Tundy.
Chad, Chris, shout out to all y'all.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think it's that bad up there, first and foremost. Second of all, he's got a squad. Third of all, what if they win the ship? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what if? Do you think he leaves?
I got
should they go to the
words.
championship?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I got 2 words as to why Kawhi is 99% leaving the Raptors.
What's up?
Kyle Lowry. There's no way dude, the thought of Kyle Lowry being in the NBA Finals against Steph Curry or Dame Lillard, bruh, I see Curry dropping 35, maybe Kyle Lowry getting 3 or 4 points and just practicing his shots when the game's over. Man, there's no way.
You don't think there's any chance? So there's
no way
keep your ear to the street. You keep your ear to the street about a certain Laker went up there to visit him.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is that my sources tell me that LeBron is hot on the recruiting trail. That's all I'm saying.
So he just spending all his little money, just going from place to place, trying to get everybody, huh?
All of his little money. I mean,
has he come to Charlotte? Has he come to Charlotte yet?
He might be. Kimba gotta come out to California. Bro.
He can't come to visit MJ. Man. Come play MJ in a game of 1-on-1 or something.
Man. He ain't come out to the East Coast, baby.
All right.
Not gonna be able to do that.
Yes, sir.
Not gonna be able to do that. So. Next question. The team that Toronto's playing in the pivotal Game 7, Sunday.
You know what I'm thinking about.
The Sixers.
Hey, I wish I had a fart machine.
Did the Sixers process work?
What do you mean?
So, the 76ers for 3 or 4 consecutive seasons, like 4 years ago now, they effectively tanked, meaning they put on G League, barely good college players in pro uniforms for 3 or 4 years, which ensures them of getting top draft picks.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Not technically sure they got any of them right. With what's the guy? Noel, Jaleel, then Simmons, then Fultz, then Embiid. I've got a question for you. How did the Sixers manage to draft 3 of the strangest basketball player, sort of quirky
it's
players?
Kind of like the same person who's managing them is managing LeBron's Lakers.
Ben, hold on. So
they
drafted Ben Simmons, who refuses to shoot. No. I mean, Simmons can't shoot. Yeah. But But have you ever seen a basketball player who doesn't shoot?
No.
Right, strange, right?
No.
Then they drafted Fultz, who
shout out to Miss McKnight, Miss Renee. Shout out to all y'all.
They drafted Fultz, who was a good shooter in college, got to Philadelphia, and literally forgot how to shoot, has a hitch in his jump shot, and his shoulder sore. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Is it the bigger court?
And now they got Joel Embiid, who's just sick all the time. You're sick. Just sick.
Hey, coach. Game 7, not gonna be able to do it.
Like, bro, I'm just like, my stomach hurt. Like, I don't,
That's what it is,
I don't understand. You sick all the time.
My stomach hurt.
So I got you, man. Your takeaways now.
Okay, I understand.
So do you think that the process worked? They have a chance on Sunday.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Right.
You can't argue with that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're one of the 14 or one of the 8 teams still in it, then you can't argue with that. No matter how you get there, no matter who's playing, no matter if your center's not playing, no matter if your point guard hasn't shot a 3 yet, so you just can't argue.
So your answer is yes, the process worked.
Yes, it does. Yeah. And can you argue with that?
Can I argue with the process working?
Yeah.
I think that the process halfway worked.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not a full, complete answer.
What's going on, Alicia?
But it's basically like they put all their chips to the center this year, trading for Harris and Jimmy. But their 2 superstar players, quote unquote all-stars, that they tanked for have fatal flaws currently.
Yeah.
Simmons just refuses to shoot, which is just strange because.
But his form is.
Nothing's
weird.
wrong. There's
It's
a bunch
weird.
of.
It starts off on the right and it ends up on the left with his left hand form. Like it's kind of confusing.
Lonzo Ball shoots.
He starts holding on that.
Sean Marion was a good three-point shooter.
True.
Kevin,
did you know that he had a broken finger his whole career?
Kevin Martin has this face shot. He shot 40% from 3, so I don't want to hear about form. Like, you were shooting your form for all year long.
What's going on, B. Jizzle?
So, and then Joel Embiid, though, man. This dude's hurt all the time. Now he's sick all the time. What do you want me to do with that? He's sick and hurt all the time.
In the playoffs. Like, no, we need to talk about the regular season, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
like, we talk about the playoffs. Like, I'm with you. You know what I mean? You can't do anything with that. They gotta rebuild. They got to rebuild. I mean, I don't know about my 76ers fans love Ben Simmons. This is
what I would say. Let me pose this question to you. Mm-hmm. If given a choice, would you keep Simmons or keep Joel?
Whew, that's hard. I'm gonna keep Ben Simmons and work on his jump shot,
dude. I'm
gonna give him psychological classes, psychology classes, to make sure that he's not scared,
right?
Because I think that some of it's got to be psychological. You know what I mean? So
I mean, there's got to be something else going on, but
yeah.
With you on that, if it was up to me, this is gonna sound crazy, but I would look into trading Joel while his value is highest.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because I can guarantee you this: I don't see him playing for another 3 or 4 years, bro. I don't see it.
Exactly.
And people like to say, "Oh, it's only his third year." No, it's his 5th year. It's not his 3rd year; it's his 5th year.
Very true.
So I just think his knees are bad, and we have a history of big men and lower legs. Think Andrew Bynum.
Exactly.
Think Greg Oden.
Hey, them knees something else.
Think Yao. You know, his foot broke, and he just never played again.
We can go all the way back to Arvydas Sabonis.
You know, all these big men with their legs. So,
bad knees, man.
So,
bad knees.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give you that.
We got to talk about another guy.
What's going on?
We actually had a show about this guy, one of our very first shows.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Drew Kyrie.
We were excited for him, though. We were really excited for him because we thought that was his team. Exclusively.
So, do you remember when he requested a trade from that guy they called King James? Because he thought the grass was literally greener. See what I did there?
It's good.
It's literally greener on the other side. Right?
It's corny, but it's good.
It's corny, but yet effective.
It works.
It works. So, we saw how the season ended for them. He went up against the Greek Freak and Chris, and you saw what happened. They got them all up out of there in a gentleman's sweep.
Exactly.
So, what's next for the Celtics?
Man. I know what's next for Kyrie.
Where's Kyrie going, my friend?
Kyrie most definitely is going with LBJ.
You think he's going back to...
I think he's the only one who's most definitely going. I'm going to say he's going to LA.
So you think he's coming back with Braun?
Yeah.
You think he's coming back with Braun?
Most definitely. Like that little spiel that he did, it was manipulative because he was using LeBron as a prop. Because I don't think that he would kiss that much butt just to kiss that much butt or just to swallow his pride.
Right.
He's doing that to say, hey, I swallow my pride, fellas. Right. Hey, you should swallow your pride and kiss my behind too. Right. So that's basically all that was, I think. Right. So, but however, he did have to call him. They did have a talk. Right. And LeBron was desperate. Right. So LeBron was like, yeah, man, yeah.
He said, come through.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But I think they have a good core, and as well, I still have confidence in Brad Stevens. I don't know how far the coach gets you in the NBA because we have a team in LA, but we don't even have a coach.
Man, we'll get to that later, bro. We'll get to that mess later.
Exactly.
But the rumors are that he's gonna join one Kevin Durant, possibly
in New York
with the Knicks. How do you think that pairing, how that situation would work?
Well, the way that they be throwing off the media and touching on each other and stuff like that, I'm like, dang, y'all.
Well, you know what I mean? But I really think they put on
it's the cameras. Yeah, most definitely. But however, if I coincide, we're putting in for cameras, right? We're putting in for cameras.
Right.
We're cool.
No.
I'm not gonna put in for cameras with nobody I'm not cool with.
I'm not saying that they're not cool. Yeah. I'm saying I find it hard to think that the two of them would join the Knicks in that with the media going on there.
Leroy wanted to go ahead and interject. He says that for as far as the Celtics go, he says they need to pay Rozier, let Kyrie go, trade Gordon Hayward. Say it with me. Trade Gordon Hayward. Don't you feel that way? You don't feel that way?
Bro,
trade Gordon Hayward.
Okay,
trade Gordon Hayward.
All right. Leroy, who's going to trade for Gordon Hayward? Go.
Hey, deposits on that.
Okay. Got it.
Right.
Like,
who wants that guy?
Got it. Like, I got it. Like, yeah, that's it. Easy.
Who wants him but his college coach?
Right. He's playing for his college coach.
No, Leroy, I'm asking you this. I'm putting you on the spot. Who wants Gordon Hayward besides his college coach?
All right. He's a max contract player who, in the 5-game gentleman's sweep, scored like 6-7 points per game, coming off of a serious injury, looking like garbage, and he's still owed another $75 million over next season. All right, trade him. Go.
Ready to go. The same thing happens. Same situation that happened to y'all happens to Celtics.
Who?
In the Carolina Panthers.
What was that?
Gordon Hayward is Kelton Benjamin.
Gordon Hayward's not actually fat though. Like
no. What I'm saying is the tension goes on him when he's in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because that's how Brad Stevens draws up every play for some reason. Every single play he draws up when they come out of timeout has Gordon Hayward in it. Yeah, Gordon Hayward's featured in it. Like, I'm like, can't you just put him in the corner, let him hide? Like, come on, man.
So,
but he still hasn't answered us. He still hasn't answered us.
Because he's going to NBA trade.
Nobody answered.
All right,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for the Celtics.
Oh yeah, let me. Oh, okay. You remember this, right? It's a little too soon to wave by in the first round, but I guess he has a little animosity towards Westbrook. So speaking of Westbrook, this is a picture of Dame
Westbrook.
You can't see it, but what do I want to ask you? I'll ask you a nice.
What are you going to ask about Westbrook?
I'll ask you a nice question.
What about Westbrook, man?
So, do you think that he's getting a little bit too much negative press?
Westbrook has gotten so much negative press, I can't believe it.
He made me ask this question like that too.
First of all,
yes,
okay,
yes,
no one's ever said that he's the best point guard in the league. Mm-hmm. No one ever said he's the best player in
What's going on, Nick Dudley?
I have never heard anyone say he's a top 5 player in the league. Why did he get all the criticism? By the way, Paul George, Mr. Max contract.
But he's hurt though. He's hurt.
Oh, I don't want no hurt excuse.
I know.
The problem with the hurt excuse is Paul George in Game 6 last year versus the Jazz, he wasn't hurt. Guess what he did? 2 for 16 with 5 points. He wasn't hurt then.
Hey,
so I don't want to hear that.
All right.
I don't want to hear that.
You're right.
Also, another thing. Not the top point guard in the league, right? Mm-hmm. How about this? How about Curry, Mr. Back-to-back MVP, Mr. Unanimous MVP, Mr. Front Running, chewing on my mouth guard. I shimmy after I hit a 3. Mr. Front Runner himself.
Hey, the man that just... And you realize that his little... is he little brother or big brother?
He's the big brother to Seth.
Okay, you know his little brother has prettier form than him?
Yes.
But he has quick release, so it's more effective.
Did you know his future brother-in-law is Austin Rivers? Seth is getting ready to marry Doc's girl.
Really?
Yeah, so they're about to be brothers-in-law.
Oh, cool.
Interesting thing. But anyways, so that was off on a tangent. So back to what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Back to Curry.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Brittany?
Why is it that I don't hear anyone criticizing Curry for his horrid shooting and all this? All I'm saying is Curry in the series shooting 26% from 3. Westbrook shot 33% from 3. He gets all the criticism. Why isn't Curry getting any criticism? Oh, is it because the team's winning? Is it because he's playing with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson? I'm just wondering why.
It's because he has green eyes.
Right.
It's because he has what's his daughter name?
Riley.
He has Riley.
Is it because he's not rocking a baby? He just shimmying.
Exactly. It's a lot of reasons.
I'm just trying to understand.
It's a lot of reasons.
I mean,
Curry can do whatever he wants.
Could you imagine if Rush shot 10 out of 30 and then in the game came out and said, "Oh, I wasn't feeling good because my stomach hurt."
All jokes aside,
I don't want to hear that, man.
All jokes aside,
We're just full of excuses, man.
It's about the
criticism.
It's about the aggression. What's going on, Rail? But it's about all the aggression he plays with. Yes, aggression is cool, but it's just straight up anger and ruthlessness, and Kevin Durant left him, and he looks mad all the time.
All right,
people don't like him, man. Like
my question. All right, question for you and the audience.
Uh-huh.
You realize Westbrook.
What's going on, Miss Williams?
Westbrook in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he might shoot a lot.
Yeah.
He might miss a lot.
Yeah.
Westbrook goes 3 for 10 in the fourth quarter. He gets criticized.
Yeah.
Harden, he's passing the ball, sharing the ball in the fourth quarter. He gets criticized. So what is it that you want them to do?
You're right.
I don't know. You want them to shoot, you want them to go 3 for 3, and then like what is it exactly that you want these players to like do exactly? Like,
well, I know your eyes ain't that good, but Leroy just asked us a question.
What's his question?
Leroy just asked us a great question.
What is Leroy's question?
It's an obvious question, but I want to see what you say, and I'll respond.
How would I feel about the following Gordon Hayward trade?
No. He's off that. He's with us. He's caught up. He said forget that Celtics miss. Okay. He said no, ain't no luck at Irish this year.
He's no luck at Irish. Okay.
So what he said was would OKC be better off if they kept KD and Harden and just traded Westbrook?
So first thing is that's not realistic.
No, I know, I understand. No, I understand the fallacies in it, but just all cap aside, just say
would they be better off?
Yes, sir.
I would say no, they wouldn't. Because if you're asking me, who would I rather have in the playoffs? Westbrook or Harden?
And Ibaka fell off like hell, man.
Who?
Ibaka, man.
Man, he's there's a reason why they traded him. We're not gonna talk about it.
And then, but Isaiah Thomas, man, that's so sad, man. To see him root on the sideline is just so sad. Like, you almost had so many millions in your pocket, man.
I am Groot. And you were able to tell.
Guess where he put the millions at?
Lord.
Guess where he put the millions at? In his hip pocket.
Oh no! I am Groot. Hey, you're positive, bro. That's what he said. I am Groot. But no, to answer your question though, what people fail to realize.
You didn't get the joke.
What
you broke his hip, lost millions, maybe billions of dollars, and now he's on the bench for the Utah Jazz.
Right. So
yeah.
So, what you think about? Would they be better off with Harden and Durant? Mm-hmm. We saw Westbrook, Harden, and Durant, right?
Yeah.
And Harden got traded because he was trash in the finals. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened. But let's say they traded Westbrook and kept Harden.
Yeah.
First of all, Harden wouldn't be what he is now if he played with Kevin Durant. That's factual in nature. He wouldn't be dribble, step back.
That's a great point.
That's hard. Do I think Harden would be an all-star? Yeah. Would he be this
prolific
transcendent player? No. Yeah. But let's say you have current Harden with current Kevin Durant. The issue is that if they ran into those Warriors, I still don't think they beat those Warriors. Like, I watched Game 6, okay, when it was Russ and Serge and Cantor and Steven Adams and Dion Waiter and Kevin Durant. That was a loaded squad. They were up 3-1 against the Warriors. Mm-hmm. Game 6 happened. That was I don't know if anyone was watching, but it was the Klay Thompson game. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life, but the Thunder were up by 20 in the third quarter, and Klay hit like 6 consecutive threes in the third quarter, like nothing I've ever seen in my basketball life. It was just touching his hand and just shoot, like coming down. So, no. I do not think that, I don't think, if you ask me, no, I think they would have won the championship if you replaced Harden with Westbrook. No. Yeah. I don't see it. You see Harden struggles in the playoffs the same way Russ struggles in the playoffs. So, no, I don't see that happening.
Got you.
But enough about Russ. We've got to get to the main event. Mm-hmm. The squad I'm repping today.
Okay. Oh, I was like, that was main event.
But I also see that you repping too with your...
Well, a little bit.
Just a little TT.
You know.
But what is going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? We
all right, so I'm not about to answer that question.
So
I don't know.
Protesting.
Oh, and about you could count the people on your hand on that protest. No, I need to ask you. What do you make of? It was probably about no more than
40 people.
No. I counted. And
you count on your hand?
I count on my hand, okay. And I saw. I had to pull out a couple toes.
Okay, all right, toes.
It was 20 people. I counted 20 people. I don't know. You know, of course, you don't skin everything, but I counted 20 people. Why weren't more people there?
Bruh.
Like, you know, the Lakers been struggling. Why weren't more people there?
Bruh, it's Friday, middle of the day. People got jobs, man.
Not in LA. You don't work in LA. You pay $2,000 rent and go to games. That's all you do in LA.
People
and smoke trees. That's all you do.
People got jobs, and I'm sure that they wanted to tell their boss that I need a day off to go protest out the Staples Center. And then they be like, dang, how you get fired on your day off?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
That'd be some Friday
you come back
stuff. That'd be some Friday stuff for real.
Yeah, you ain't got Jim Buss, but you ain't got no job.
I'm sick. Bleacher Report. No. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Hold
so
on.
You on Bleacher Report, bro?
Right. So, no.
Very true.
We're not see that. But there was this rumor that I heard. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't believe it. Mm-hmm. People are telling the owner Jeanie Buss to trade Braun?
Honestly, I mean, you know, I'm kind of skip on this now. You know, I don't particularly deal with LeBron as much as other people do. You know what I mean? I respect him, respect his game, love to see him play, blah 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 blah. But he's not my guy, like in his words. Okay. So what I'm saying is like, bruh, you and Clutch Sports almost made me trade Zoe Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, you know, whoever else, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's the core that we've been working for the last 6 years.
Right, because we've been garbage for 6 years.
The last 6 years we've been working for this roster. Right. And just like
trust
you gonna make it go?
Trust the
You
process.
gonna make it go, LeBron?
Trust the process.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that after that, who would want LeBron? What team would want LeBron? I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just like, what team would really want LeBron? Want to trade? I want Kuzma. I want accessories to go with LeBron. I don't want just LeBron.
So this is the thing. I was
LeBron for 2 years.
I was with your school of thought this entire season. I was like, you know what? Maybe we should consider trading Brown.
Yeah.
And then a funny thing happened.
What's going on?
You want to know what that thing is?
What that thing?
The NBA playoffs started. And I started to watch.
You started missing them?
And every game I watched, as the series progressed, as the games progressed, something dawned on me. I needed to apologize to LeBron James.
Why is that?
Because I realized, even if you're not a LeBron fan, even if you think he's fallen off whatever cliff, even though he's the only NBA player this entire season to average 27, 8, and 8. You can look it up. One player, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists per game. One player.
Going to your next point.
You're watching the playoffs.
Stop pumping this guy up.
You're watching the playoffs.
Thank you.
And you realize.
Yes, sir.
Let's say he's not the best player. I can tell you he's no worse than the 4th best player. And I'll tell you what. I'm not trading that guy. Meaning KD, Giannis, Kawhi.
Yeah, you're right.
He's no worse than the 4th. He's no worse than the 4th. Like, you watch. And if you look at that historic run he went on last year in the playoffs, he averaged 34, 9, and 9.
But do you understand that LeBron...
He played 20 playoff games last year. That's night in, night out. 34, 9, and 9. Entirety of playoffs. You got... You know how to praise that Kevin Durant's getting now? For 34, 5, and 5? Well, LeBron averaged 34, 9, and 9. You know Kawhi averaging 30 points in this series? LeBron averaged 34 points for the entirety of the playoffs.
But do you understand that Clutch Sports hijacked the Lakers franchise temporarily with the Anthony Davis trade? So, with that being said, it's kind of like signing Lonzo Ball and LeVar coming to town. Like, that's Clutch Sports. Like, I don't know who wants him. Who wants him? Because they hijacked the most prolific, one of the 2 most prolific franchises in league history.
But this is the thing about it is, I was with you up until the season ended, and then everything changed. I saw Magic quit. I was like, why is Magic quitting?
Oh, man, Magic. Oh,
I was like, why is Magic quitting? And then I see why he quit. Yeah. I'm out too. Yeah. I got on this shirt, but I'm thinking about taking it back to the store.
I don't feel like
this is just ridiculous.
I almost put my Kobe jersey on yesterday.
Right.
And I took it off.
Right. I'm like,
not disrespect to Kobe, but I just didn't feel right repping them.
This is some mess. Like, what are y'all doing?
Like Cowboys, bro. I love them, and I'm always gonna deal with them. But Lakers, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
Just. Can we hire somebody that's not in the family, man? Come on, man.
Exactly.
Mom and pop shop. Come on, man. This is $1 billion corporation.
Dog, can you please? We gotta get somebody. Pay Jerry West $1 billion and just chill out.
This is the thing.
Pay Jerry West $1 billion and just chill out.
And the reason why it's so sickening right now is because every time you think they've hit rock bottom,
they get lower.
They get lower and lower. Bruh, they said when it came up. That
Magic Johnson.
No. I thought that was rock bottom.
I'm saying that was rock bottom at first, and then what's the next thing?
I don't know. I lose.
The next thing was the coaching. We were like, oh yeah, so at least we got time.
No. That wasn't next. Next rock. So we lost Magic. I was like, dang, it's rock bottom.
All right.
Then we're promoting Rob Pelinka. I'm like, okay, Then they're like, Kurt Rambis is in this thing. Then they're like, Linda Rambis. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. You got your best friend.
Nepotism?
Right? That's not even nepotism. That's like your homeboy running the team.
That's nepotism.
Okay, so, and now, when they said that contracts have fallen through with Ty Lue.
You have no attributes for the job, but you get
it's not even that. It's not even that. Bruh, there's no cap for like coaches. You can pay them whatever, hire however many, everything that you want. You can hire a shooting coach. You can hire a president and an assistant president.
And
you
three coaches got hired for 5-year contracts.
Literally.
You disrespect this man with a 3-year contract.
If the Lakers wanted to hire LeVar Ball in some role, there's nothing stopping them from hiring him and paying him whatever salary that you choose.
Exactly.
It's just
exactly.
I don't know. But to answer the question,
what's going on, Miss Chapman? What's going on, Miss Salter? What's going on, Miss Carlton? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I hope y'all be watching the game with us tonight.
Would I trade LeBron? No. But if you're asking me what Packers would I start with?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I'm just asking you who. You answer my question. Who wants him?
There's a.
I know. I'm not saying there's not, but I'm saying who
more specifically.
Yeah, who needs him? Who would be like, oh.
Realistically,
yeah. Who's like, oh, I think about trading him?
If you went on the market, the first 4 teams off the top of off my head that I know would trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks, Celtics,
mm-hmm.
the 76ers, Houston.
76ers would deal with that. Oh yeah, 76ers want to mess with them before.
Right.
That's what everyone thought he was going to be.
So I know for a fact that the Knicks would try to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Nets would probably try to get him.
What's going on, Miss Washington?
Sixers would probably get him. Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas. San Antonio.
So
there's a number of teams that would try.
What's the package that Houston would present to the Lakers?
I can't think. It would probably.
Just give me a roundabout estimate. Because I can't think.
I would.
Would it include Capella, Harden? What would it?
10 future first-round picks.
Draft picks.
That could be draft picks.
Yeah, I got you.
That's probably the best that they could do.
Yeah, I got you.
But we have one more thing to talk about.
All right.
Then we'll get on out of here. Let the good people watch the Rockets-Warriors game.
All right.
Draft lottery coming up on the 15th, baby. Odds. Lakers. Get that number 1 pick. Get Zion.
Has anything worked out for us?
Question. If we did get number 1 pick and draft Zion, should we keep him or trade him?
Yeah.
Should we keep him or trade him?
Keep him.
Keep him. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I'm not trading for no draft pick for no potential. I'm trading for.
I got a draft pick now.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm done, man. I won't watch the game, man.
We out, man. We're not done on this game.
All right, y'all. Sorry
Thank you for
it's
tuning in.
Sunday, but we just realized it's game time.
Rockets.
We ain't missing no game.
Harden.
Let's
Beard.
go to Rockets.
Let's go.
Hey, let's go to the Rockets. Let's go to Houston.
Hey,
We're going to Houston.
We out.
Too late in it.